Tonight, Parramatta's prodigal son returns. Jared Hayne grilled over rape allegations in the US. A zookeeper recovering after being attacked by a rhino. A teenage girl assaulted when a gang of gatecrashers trash a family home. A man in court accused of fleeing the scene of a deadly crash in Canberra's south. And drama on the south coast as a riot breaks out in a maximum security prison.
This is 9 News Canberra with Vanessa O'Hanlon.
Good evening. Parramatta star Jared Hayne has broken his silence over rape allegations being levelled against him in the United States, vowing to fight to clear his name. It was the first day back in the blue and gold for the Eels' marquee man, but that meant being back in the spotlight and facing a barrage of questions.
In a career dogged by drama, for Jared Hayne, this might be the most serious yet. Not one, though, he really wants to talk about.
A woman has been gored by a rhino on the state's south coast. James Wilson joins us live from Mogo Zoo. James, what happened?
Well, Vanessa, the 47-year-old experienced zookeeper was conducting a routine training exercise with Kai, the southern white rhino, around 1 o'clock this afternoon when the incident occurred. It's believed the woman was working on the outside of the animal's private enclosure when her arm was pinned, the rhino's horn impaling her forearm, causing puncture injuries. The experienced zookeeper isn't expected to be coming back to work anytime soon, and as for Kai, the rhinoceros, he'll be reassessed before being put back on public exhibition in the coming days. Vanessa?
James, thank you. A 5-year-old boy is fighting for life after he was accidentally shot in the face by another child in southern Queensland. The rifle is thought to have been fired by the boy's cousin. He's now recovering in Brisbane's Lady Salento Hospital. Police are investigating. A group of mates fishing on the Hawkesbury River have told of their frantic bid to rescue any survivors of a crashed seaplane. The men repeatedly dived down to the submerged aircraft, but their heroic efforts were in vain.
Captain Gareth Morgan just 3 months ago, at ease behind the controls.
A man who allegedly left his mate for dead after a crash near Canberra denies being behind the wheel. Police say the 21-year-old fled the scene with his girlfriend, leaving behind the son of former ACT opposition leader Bill Stefaniak.
Smashed and crumpled. Police allege this stolen BMW sedan was travelling at more than 120 kilometres an hour when it rolled on Adelaide Avenue last night.
The post-Christmas clean-out has left Canberra's charities and second-hand shops overflowing. Illegal dumpers even targeting quiet back streets.
Chairs, bicycles, books and bears. Madness month as Canberrans clean out the cupboards.
As thousands of motoring enthusiasts roll into the capital for summer nats, authorities warn they'll be cracking down on reckless drivers around Exhibition Park.
You always get a small percentage that want to push the limits, and you know, when they do, we'll deal with it.
The start of the new year has brought good news for Canberra homeowners, with the property market up 1% over the final quarter of 2017. A CoreLogic report shows the capital second only to Hobart in quarterly growth, with property values falling in Sydney and Darwin. We're being urged to keep calm and call a snake catcher. The warmer weather already bringing unwelcome reptiles into local gardens and backyards.
It's something you don't want to see in your backyard, but in summer it can be common to stumble upon a snake.
Still ahead, chilling video of a teenage driver trying to run down pedestrians on a city street. My button is bigger than yours, Donald Trump's newest nuclear threat to Kim Jong-un. Mass casualties as a bus plunges off a steep cliff face, and it's often called the most important meal of the day. Now experts reveal why breakfast holds the key to weight loss. We'll be right back. A driver has been airlifted to hospital with critical neck and spinal injuries after her car towing a caravan flipped on the M1 this afternoon. The woman was trapped for 90 minutes while her male passenger was freed from the vehicle without any injuries. Terrifying video has revealed the moment a driver on a rampage tore through Melbourne's CBD, sending pedestrians sprinting for their lives. The attack was carried out on AFL Grand Final day, yet the 15-year-old charged with the crime has been allowed to walk free from court.
The quiet of a Saturday morning until a car swerves towards a pedestrian before racing down Bourke Street.
And the boys will be needing their protein. Alissa joins us now, and the Ashes squad has been confirmed.
That's right, Vanessa. Coming up ahead in sports, Steve Smith confirms the Australian team for the Sydney Test. And Nick Kyrgios down, but is he out of the Brisbane International? Australia has put its pace bowling band back together with Mitchell Starc cleared to play in the Sydney Test. The skipper, Steve Smith, resisting the urge to play two spinners at the SCG.
Steve Smith tested out his sore back and declared himself fit. Significantly, he also declared Mitch Starc a certain starter.
Hasn't bowled for a while, came out and bowled here yesterday.
Nothing is ever straightforward with Nick Kyrgios. At one point today it appeared a leg injury would force him to retire from the Brisbane International, but he picked himself up and defeated Matthew Ebden in a tough three-setter.
Ever the showman, Nick Kyrgios looks set to dominate the All-Australian showdown.
But Forbes says he's the most fun player to watch.
Runaway Premier League leaders Manchester City wasted no time opening their account for 2018, scoring just after 38 seconds against Watford. City went on to win 3-1, extending their gap on top of the ladder to 15 points. Tottenham stayed in touch with the top four, defeating Swansea 2-0. Coming up after the break, Vanessa with all your local weather.
Welcome back. Time now to check finance, and the All Ords closed up 9 points, and one Aussie dollar is buying 78.22 US cents. Now let's take a look at today's weather. Cool winds in the wake of a cold front have been pushing moisture into eastern New South Wales, but we've seen very little in the way of showers across the regions. Canberra today reaching 26 degrees, Wollongong 23, Wagga's top 30 and Dubbo 33. Areas of thunderstorms extending across the tropics being triggered by a surface low pressure trough. Low cloud trapped under a high over southern parts of Victoria, coastal South Australia, extending into Tasmania is the result of cloud trapped under a ridge of high pressure. A trough makes way for a high pressure system over the Tasman Sea, influencing our weather for the rest of the week. But to the west of the high, northerly winds will see a fluctuation in the temperature, with very hot conditions expected over the weekend. And the build-up of heat can be seen around Canberra, 29 degrees tomorrow, cloudy in Sydney, sunny in Melbourne, 31 degrees for Adelaide and Melbourne. Sorry, that was Perth. South to southeasterly winds, fresh along the northern coast. High fire danger for central ranges and northwestern. Minimal rain over the next few days as storms contract to the tropical regions. A few storms inland over Queensland, but as we can see, apart from the chance of a clearing shower during the early parts of the morning, a dry day for us tomorrow. We'll have to wait until Sunday to see any signs of showers. Daytime temperatures near average to the east of the divide. Ulladulla 22. Gundagai and Wagga 32. Becoming slightly above average in the west, Wellington and Dubbo 34 degrees, Bathurst 30 and Orange atop of 28. Conditions fairly calm tomorrow if you're heading out on the water. Seas and swells around 1 metre. Southerly winds 10 to 15 knots and easing. Now to the 7-day forecast. Feeling the summer heat in Canberra, 33 on Friday, 36 and 37 over the weekend, wrapping up with the chance of a thunderstorm. Showers 33 on Monday, then dropping back to the high 20s. In Wollongong, sunny on Friday, increasing to 33 on Sunday. Chance for showers to increase on Monday and relief from the hot weather on Tuesday. With a very hot air mass moving towards the Riverina, Wagga 36 on Friday, still on track for the first 40 of the year on the weekend. Medium chance of a morning shower on Monday, but still in the mid-30s. In the central west, no escaping the heat in Dubbo, low 40s on Saturday and Sunday. Strengthening northwesterlies, making things a little bit tricky for firefighters. Kicking off the week with the chance of a thunderstorm, but really still no relief. Quite hot, not quite as hot for our viewers in Orange, but temps still well above the January average. In fact, about 8 degrees above this weekend. So try and stay cool. And that's 9 News for this Wednesday. I'm Vanessa. Enjoy your evening. Good night.